Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 13 of the 28-day gratitude challenge. So, how are you all doing today? And as we always say, it's like every time when I come here on Facebook to meet all of you, it's such an awe to just have a sense that it has already been like 8 days, 10 days, and today it is 13 days. So, how are you all doing with the gratitude challenge? I hope it's being fun for you and it must be a very beautiful experiences for those people who are following it regularly with us. How nice is that? And today in India, we celebrate Independence Day. So the ones who are watching from India, a very happy Independence Day to each one of you. And may you celebrate a different level of freedom along with a lot of gratitude in your heart. So let's get on with our day 13 today and our challenge for the day. So today, before I also give you the challenge, I speak about something that is related to what the challenge is, or it may make it easier. So I am going to talk to you about yet another beautiful story. Today's story is about the blue ribbon. Yes, this is the blue ribbon of gratitude. So the story goes like this. There was an old lady in San Diego, and she used to have a mission that she will give up, I think, around 1 million blue ribbons to people in order for them to realize the space of gratitude, in order for them to identify how powerful gratitude can get. So, a teacher in New York came to know about this blue ribbon, and then she ordered a bunch of these blue ribbons for her students as an experiment. So, she wanted to carry on this experiment with her students. And this is a true story. So just listen very carefully. Okay. So now this teacher in New York had their higher secondary school, the big kids, okay, who were attending school. And in between her class, she just stopped the class abruptly. And then she said that she will be giving 3 ribbons to each student in the class, and they have a task to do with that ribbon. Okay, and then 1 ribbon extra which she gave it to each student in her class, and she took each student's name, told some qualities about them and how they had made a difference in her life as a teacher. And each student was so shocked, so emotional, because how it gets in that teenage, that you don't really know that your teacher likes you, or you don't like your teacher because they are giving you a lot of work and so much of other stuff going on. So at this point, she said that how did you feel when I appreciated you? So her homework for the next week, she wanted the students to give a feedback to her as well. So she said that her homework for the next week for the students will be that the 3 ribbons that they have been handed, they are going to pass it on in the same way to other people who have made a difference in their life. The difference doesn't have to be big, the difference doesn't have to be small, it just has to be a difference that your heart recognizes with a lot of gratitude. So there was a punk teenager in the class, and he used to have a part-time job. So he decided, okay, he reflected on his life, and she said, give it a thought because you just have 3 ribbons. So he decided, he reflected, and when he was walking on his way to his work, to his part time job, he decided to give 1 ribbon to his boss, the one whom he was immediately reporting. So he walks into the office and goes into his boss's cabin and says that, sir, can I have a minute with you? And then the boss obviously obliges, and then the teenager tells this to the boss. Okay, he first, from the packet, he hands over 1 ribbon to the boss and says that, thank you, sir. And when he says this, he is full of gratitude. That little word thank you is full of gratitude. And he tells the boss that thank you. Even if I am a punk teenager, there were so many people, so many jobs, so many places where I was rejected. So many felt that I can't do anything better with my life. Why do I need a part time job? Will I sustain? But it was only you that saw something in me and allowed me to keep a job, taught me so much in my life that today I have already gathered a huge part of fees for my college in fall, and I don't have to be entirely dependent on my parents because of their financial situation. And I am in so much gratitude for you playing a role in my life to allow me to continue my education. And he said, I have one more thing, a request to tell you. He gave the two other ribbons to the boss, and he told the boss that please pass it on to one person who makes a difference in your life. And he left the cabin. After he left the cabin, do you think his boss will feel the same of how he had walked in before? He understood that what difference he made in the boy's life, and he was excessively emotional, and this emotional with so much of gratitude and happiness in his heart. And he started reflecting on his life, and he understood that the organization where he worked for 10 years, okay, he never thanked his boss. And that boss who had inspired him, who he had learned so much from, whom he had looked up to. So he also in turn did the same thing. He walks to his boss' cabin, asks for a moment, and tells him that, Sir, thank you for teaching me so many things. You have always been my inspiration. There, it may be the first time that I'm coming and telling you this, but thank you for making such a difference in my life, and thank you for teaching me so much in my life. And the boss obviously was shocked because this is not something that we do in our daily life. And he made the same request. He told the boss, I have a request of you. I have one blue ribbon. Okay. So please hand it over to someone who has made a difference in your life, just like I did to you. The boss was so touched. And the boss said, definitely. And on the way, while driving back home, okay, the boss started mulling over again about thinking about the people who have made a difference. He had number of people. Suddenly his teenage son came to his mind, whom sometimes as a parent we never appreciate children. So he said, let me do that, let me appreciate my child today. So when he went home, he called his 14-year-old son. He made him sit, and then he said, dear son, you know that you and your mom mean the world to me. Even though there may be times where I have been rude to you, I have been harsh to you, I have had a lot of expectations to you as a father, but then today I want to take this time out. I want to take these few moments, and I'm really, really thanking you from the bottom of my soul. I am thanking you, and you make a difference in my life, and always know that I am very proud to be your father. So, what should the son react? The son should be happy, right? The son burst out in tears at that time, and he burst out in tears and he just ran out of the door. And on this, the father got confused. The father was like, why did he run? Instead of he being there and appreciating and telling me a thank you, dad, he ran away. And then after a few minutes, but the father just sat in the sofa, perplexed and confused of what happened to the child. So then, when the son came back, okay, he was over his tears, he wiped his tears dry, he was standing in front of his father. And when he came closer to his father, the father noticed a gun in his hand. And he was way too shocked, not understanding that what is his son going to do now. He handed over the gun to the father, and he said, I'm sorry. I did not know that I mean something in your life. I did not know that I make you proud. And I want to confess something. The son said to the father that the son was going to take his life that night. Do you understand now how much gratitude makes a difference? People around you may seem so much happy. People around you may seem that wow, they're having fun, they're having best of the time in their life, they're doing so many things in their life. People may feel that, okay, that is your perception of them. But if you, as a human, as a fellow human being, if you fail to check on someone, okay, no matter how they look, and mostly what happens is why am I taking out so much time today and telling you all this is mostly what happens is that we forget the people who are strong. We forget the people who are known to handle everything in their life. We forget to check on them. Okay, it's like, and these days we have so much of trends on social media. We are having a webinar tomorrow on social media and indulgence. So when we have so many groups, we have WhatsApp groups, we and a lot of happening groups, we have family groups, we have groups of friends and all of that. And sometimes you forget to, it's like, check on people, you forget to reply to their post, you may ignore them, you may do all of these things thinking that hey, they are handling their life and they're doing very well for themselves. Why do I need that acknowledgement? Okay. And if that person goes away from your life, you may not even notice that. But for that person, you may be someone who could have given a hand and helped them in their difficult times. Nobody comes and or nobody runs with a placard that hey, I'm having a difficult time, can you please help me here? But when you drop a hi, when you tell someone good morning or whatever it is, it really makes a difference. Okay, so then you must have just been in the high of your life and you cannot ignore people around you. If you do that, it's a choice. But if you choose to be sensitive and if you choose to acknowledge people who are there around you, who at some day make a difference, who at some point you remember when you need them, don't you think they need you too? There doesn't have to be any problems or issues for you all to belong to each other. It is just the nature of human beings to be socially connected with each other. And in today's times, it doesn't matter if you live with families, it doesn't matter if you live alone. But if you think, okay, people who have made a difference in your life, do not forget to check on them. Do not forget to check on how they're doing, what's happening in their life. Do not lose touch. So, my challenge for you today is going to be now, of course, I know that in this situation you may not have any ribbons or anything, but you have a mobile phone. If you feel that someone has made a difference in your life, pick the phone and talk to them. If you're not someone who generally prefers calling, text them and tell them that they have made a difference to them. If there are people who are writing to you, acknowledge them. Tell them a thank you. If you don't have time, tell them thank you, I will get back to you. And make sure you get back to them. Because each of these things makes a lot of difference in your life and more in that person's life whom you will not even know. So, this is my task for all of you today. And for the ones who are watching this for the first time on day 13, I would suggest that you go on to our Universe Facebook page where you are right now, or go on to our YouTube channel and you can watch all the 13 videos together. It's all little teeny weeny tasks that I and Michelle have given you. So I hope you follow up with the gratitude and you keep continuing the gratitude in your heart and light that up in many other people's hearts who have made a difference in your life. So this is Natasha and I'm signing off for today. Have a beautiful weekend and have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.